Yes, we're back. What's up, boys? My name is Campus. Today we'll be playing, or welcome back. To apologize this, Ace Attorney. I'm gonna crack my fucking fingers because we're about to continue Olga's testimony. So, the final hand. First testimony of the fucking video. Let's go. Last hand. Both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck, from ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. Next moment, game becomes argument. The defensive trick was exposed. He took bottle in his hand. Poor Mr. Smith. Okay, fine then. Right. Miss Orley, why did you not tell the court about this from the very beginning? Oh shit. I thought it was meant to cover up here. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers. A full house is a very high scoring hand. Not easy to make in my experience.
That alone is enough to suspect lies and scrupulous tactics.
Mr. Gavin? What's a full house?
Liars these days, you don't know your poker.
I can't say this bodes well for your case, or career. What is this, some kind of secret court poker ring? Justice? You know the terms 1 pair, 2 pair, and 3 of kind, yes? Yeah, no problem. 2 cards of the same number makes a pair, and 3 makes a 3 of a kind. Good. Now picture a hand with 1 pair and 1 3 of a kind. That's a full house. So we have a 3 sevens, which is 3 of a kind, and 2 aces, which is a pair. So that's a full house. It's not very easy to make, is it?
You can see each player's hand in this photo.
Wow, they both have full houses.
We forget there's an easy way to make a full house. I'm going to feed it for 7 years. You cheat.
The defense may cross-examine the witness. If he did cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand. Who's ever heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat? Alright then, cross-examination. Let's fucking do this. Last hand, both men had full house. Hold it. Just how hard it is to make a full house anyway. It is quite hard, huh? Oh shit. I guess that's right. Very difficult to be sure. You can't take my word as a poker of quarter number 3. Very difficult, but it's not impossible. Okay, full house hard. This line of questioning, a waste of time. There's 4 of each card in deck, from ace to king. Let's hold that. 4 of each card, you say? There's 1 spade, 1 diamond, 1 heart, and 1 club for each card. It is interesting fact that this number 4 comes in a number of seasons. Huh, you don't say. Did you know that the cards are numbered 1 to 13? You know the cards in a deck and you get 264 a year. Huh, you don't say. Is that the 1 day short?
That's why each deck has 2 jokers. They say the second joker stands for the leap year. Thus, you have a perfect representation of the year, all in a deck of cards.
Huh, you don't say. We're going to be in this court for a year if we just go like this. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. Okay, hold it. I don't notice it. How was it clear? Well, the defendant, he played a 5th ace. Of a 5th ace? I still remember both hands very well. Mr. Smith has 3 aces. Ooh. Did he now? Mr. Wright has 2.
Obviously, cheating was a foot, or perhaps I should say a hand.
Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to the testimony without Mr. Payne's joke, of course. Very well, the witness will argue the to our testimony, please. 3 aces. Let me check first. Let me check. Mr. Smith, right? But all I can see there is 3 kings. So, this is the first time I'm gonna say this, and objection! Fuck yeah. That feels so good. It appears the witness is mistaken. Mistaken? But my name... Look, this piece of evidence clearly contradicts what you said in your testimony. Fuck yeah. That's the photo of the chirps, is it not? Justice. Perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way that the judge can comprehend. In other words, use your finger to point out your point. Yes, please point out the contradiction in this photo. Fine then. Let's point it out. What particular point contradicts the witnesses? Of course, what the fuck? That's not a 5th ace. You can see that. Miss Orley, in your testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. But you can clearly see the victim hand only held 2 aces. Fuck yeah. Eek.
Well, maybe the witness was simply confused.
Of course you'll say that. Of course she is.
Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the third ace in question.
Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant also had 2 aces in his hand. Where's his 5th ace? I see cheating, alright, and it's going on right here in this courtroom. Fuck yeah. 2 aces in each pair's hand does make 4 aces in total. Hardly proof of cheating. Wait, please. It is true. I have seen it, the 5th ace. That was cheating, I swear to you. That's odd. She must be lying, yet she's the most sincere I've seen her all day. You're right to trust your instincts. Mr. Gavin? Who knows what lies in store for us in the trial ahead? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion. What might that be, Mr. Gavin? If you don't mind, perhaps you might examine the actual cards. The cards? Mr. Payne.
Yes?
The players' hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request the cards be shown to the court. Very well. The prosecution will submit this evidence. Which will you examine? The victim's cards or the defendant's cards? If the cards don't prove cheating was going on, nothing will. Now, which one of these hands? I suggest you go for the victim's hand. Because you'll see. It was the victim's hand that changed over the course of the witness testimony. The defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's cards. Very well. Mr. Payne, if you would.
Very well.
Right then. Let's get to examine. Well, time's a wasting. Get to it, Justice. Yes, sir. Oh shit. The fucking ghost. When examining evidence, be sure to view it from all sides and angles. I'm gonna burp. Because I just ate. Try using the dials on the evidence viewer. That should give you a better perspective on the case. Okay, let's do this. Okay, still recording. Aha! Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? What? Desk slam. Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's cards. The back is a different color. That's impossible. When I put that card in the right hand. Oh. Whoa. What the fuck? What did she just say? What was that, Miss Orley? No, yet. I merely said that I have. Eek. Your Honor. Mr. Govern, yes? Tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker? To cheat? I'll tell you. One merely needs a friend. A comrade, shall we say. The dealer. Oh. Wait, so you mean this witness, Miss Orley? She's a cheater. A professional, I'd wager. Yeah! Fuck me. Order! Order! Oh, I'm losing my voice. Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. Of her mistake. Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard. That's impossible. But I put the card in the right hand. Oh, she fucky wucky. Ergo, Miss Olga Orley conspired to cheat, not with my client, but with the victim, Mr. Shady Smith. I just gotta listen to the fucking music. I don't care. This is episode 2, my guys. Oh, fuck yeah, this music, man. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Oof! Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna say oof. Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim. What? Wait, you don't mean your defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orley, are you? Time for justice. There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident. And if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, that means I am. Defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga Orley, of murder. And there she goes. She passed out. Of course. Mr. Payne, where's your witness, Miss Orgardy?
It appears she has lost consciousness, Your Honor.
Mr. Justice? Yes, Your Honor? It seems you presented a pure possibility to the court. I'm suggesting a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith. And that means this court cannot pronounce a verdict for the defendant at this time.
What?
I did it. I held out. Fuck yes. I see no point in prolonging the trial this day. The prosecution will need to make further inquiries. Oh, that's Phoenix. I know that objection sound. I fucking knew it. It's Phoenix. Mr. Wright? You can't end the trial here, Your Honor. Not yet.
What nonsense is the defendant spewing now?
Think. One of the cards had different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means? Stop objecting, Payne. Come on.
What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising your objection right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous!
Mr. Payne, you of all people should know. Mr. Wright has a talent for the ridiculous. Yep. That's Phoenix Wright to you. He bullshit his way through victory. Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game of Fateful Night. As was said before, we alternated between two decks of cards at night.
Now, I said before.
The two decks at the club have different colored backs, blue and red. One color per deck. Why is different colored backs? If you use the same color, the two decks might get mixed. You use different colors and they still got mixed up. We used the red deck for the last game. I see. But that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards. Yeah, me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards. Remember, I want you to remember from the first episode. I'll let you remember. If you don't, then go back to the first episode. That was in the beginning of the trial.
Whatever. In the end, one card of the wrong color got into the mix, which means there was cheating.
Yes, a card slipped into the deck would seem to indicate cheating. Yet, this card raises two serious questions. Apollo?
Yes.
Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think, in the last game, when was the card swapped? When? There are three broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder.
Well, yeah, thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. And of course, it was swapped.
Oh, it might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be. Fuck you. I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped? When was the card swapped into the deck? And we're choosing after the murder. Perhaps it happened after the murder?
Well, what's that? Ridiculous! What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly.
Yes, but tell me, how do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible.
Take it from me, son. There's a lot of silly in this world, but very little impossible.
Oh, even when the backs of the cards are a different color? Pull that during the game, you'll be caught in no time. Oh, quite true. That would mean that the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown. After the murder.
Okay, this is going past silly and straight on to fucking crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would do that?
The murderer would, of course. Who indeed? That's one of the mysteries before us. There's another? Yes, a simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card? Who? The game and murder is done. The victim is dead. Only two remain in the room, alive, that is. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and our witness, Olga Orley. Okay, so who was it that swapped the red card for a blue? I mean, Olga Orley is a fucking dealer, and she knows what she's doing, so she can't do that. And Phoenix Wright, like he'll be caught in no time. Like he reported the thing from outside. So it's not Phoenix Wright, and it's not Olga Orley either, because she knows what she's doing. And a mistake like that isn't really the thing, because she's a professional. Remember that. So it's someone else. The one who swapped the cards was a Mr. Wright, of course. And well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orley either. What are you suggesting? That's hardly a logical conclusion, I'll admit. It's the defense. I think it only makes sense for you to name Miss Orley at this point. Yes, I know, but she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong color card. I'm gonna cough first. Wait a sec. Alright, I'm back. If the card was swapped during the game, it'd be obvious. Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright? Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun all this is.
Fun? How about confusing? I have no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. If the one who swapped the card wasn't defended and it wasn't Miss Orley, then who was it?
Yeah, well, that is a question, isn't it? Precisely. No, I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction. Oh boy. You'll find that, indeed, after the murder, someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand. And that someone made two critical mistakes. I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card, because the one who did the swap didn't know two colors of cards were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card. Right, the person replaced the fifth ace with a king. I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a fifth ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won with a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in.
But there's one problem. According to our case record, this person doesn't exist.
True, not until now, but you have to admit the possibility of a fourth person. Ooh. Though it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime.
What?
I mean, it's Phoenix, right? Come on. I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright. This trial proceeded on one central assumption. Namely, that at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that room. I believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption. The problem is that you chose to conceal this information from the court. I suppose that is a problem, yes. Court is adjourned for a brief recess. Mr. Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess. Certainly, Your Honor. Very well. The trial will resume in 20 minutes. Okay, back to the defendant lobby. April 20, 11:52 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. To suddenly claim there's another person at the scene of the crime like that. I must ask, is it the truth? Well, now I think you would know the answer to that. Being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. All I ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome. I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Christoph. Justice? Yes, sir! The judge has summoned me to this chamber, so carry on without me. Alright, Christoph's gone. You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket you wear. Is that really yours, Mr. Wright? You're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket? Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there. Who might you be, huh? I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days. One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? Ooh, what's with the music going out? What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did. It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat. I never, honest, but it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker. Yeah? You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like trial law? Figure out what your opponent is thinking, and you win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thought in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information. You're kidding! That witness, for instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck to certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? No. Come on, who'd notice that? Words, habits, twitches, it's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you. But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up these signals. No, you can do it. Oh, come on. Seriously, right? You just don't know it yet. God, what? Cut the bullshit. Just get to it. Cut the bullshit and just get to it. I have a fucking power. Come on, Phoenix. Just cut the bullshit. Told the truth to anyone yet. What? I knew it. I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power. Yeah, we're gonna destroy the fucking world. I had no idea my cords of steel. Nah, Phoenix Wright isn't talking about your cords of steel. Nope. A useful one. The useful one. It says to be continued. This is where we're supposed to stop. Because I haven't even recorded for an hour. So yeah, I'm saving. So I haven't even recorded for an hour there. So yeah, we're still gonna continue. Even though it said to be continued. Because that's just gonna be so short. For a part 2 in an Ace Attorney game. Court will now reconvene. Has our witness, Miss Olga, already recovered?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness.
Perhaps he can hear a version of the events again.
And that's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued.
You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Brain. Sadly, fatigue isn't sufficient grounds for refusing testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orley take the stand. Very well. The witness will take the stand. Sup, Orley? Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession. Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poor loser. Not. Hell yeah! Name's Olga O'Reilly. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. People call me Olga Quick Fingers O'Reilly. Oh, O'Reilly? Want to know something else? I'm not really Russian. And my last name sounds like O'Reilly. There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied, Gavin. Oh no. Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see? Let me remind you that you are currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences. Fine. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy, Smith, hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Borscht Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game. As a waitress. So you were in cahoots with the victim. Not that he needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple. Elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. That was to plant the card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When the hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card and the trap would snap shut. You swapped the cards! That's the name. That's his voice. Exposed the cheater and losing on top of it. It would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Indeed, getting caught red-handed cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins. A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan. What happened? Oh really? How draw? But it appears you made quite the mistake. A mistake? I agree, the trap was elegant. Yet what happened to the planted card? Hey, that's right! He's lucky, I'll give him that. He had to be slipped free from a trap played by Olga Quick Fingers O'Reilly. O'Reilly? The victim should be much cuter if she dispenses with the evil mastermind shtick. Cute? Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute, I'm bad, you hear me? Real bad! When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung. Oh boy. The best laid traps. Lock in, boys. We're about to do this. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the hand just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It was me who hit Smith. It was a no good cheating defendant. Or really now. Surprisingly frank testimony. This release is mostly in the dark. The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect! If the rolling cheater had messed it up, well, someone's a born karma. Look, it's talking. Well, the testimony for what it's worth is all yours, Mr. Justice. With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? Oh boy. The best laid traps. Cross-examination. That night, I planted a card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the hand. Let's press on that. Misplanted card. Which card was it exactly? A trump card. The 5 of hearts. Let me guess. Mr. Wright was upstairs the 5 with the ace to make a full house. At least that's what you were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend. I slid it into Wright's pocket. When was this? Why, before the match, of course. While he was eating. At the Borscht Bowl Club, we served borscht and suckers. Remind me never to go there. Of course, the card was to make its grand debut during the game. Like a good borscht, the good plot must be cooked up early and allowed to thicken. And Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. Right then. So, everything went according to plan. Exactly. The 5th ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as cheat and a fraud. There are worse things to be known, I suppose. Tell us what happened with the search. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. How? The card disappeared? Yeah, my trump card. The 5 of hearts. Gone. Without a trace. Poof. Zippo. Oh shit. No. I'm not trying to save. We searched every nook and cranny, even inside his cute little hat. But the card was nowhere to be found. Is this correct? Never in my long storied career. Never has Quick Fingers O'Reilly been so readily duped. Oh really? So what did happen to that 5 of hearts? Now look at me. Why don't you ask a cheating, lying, two-faced defendant? So the 5 of hearts is still missing. Fuck! Wrong voice again! Let's press it. Wait, isn't that a little odd? What's odd? You searched Mr. Wright there thoroughly and found nothing. Which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike the victim. Well, what the fuck? What was that just now? I sensed something. Something wrong, Mr. Justice? No, nothing, Your Honor. Yeah, what to do? Should I press her a little harder? Yeah, let's press her belly button. Why not? Miss Orley, you're hiding something. What are you talking about? You make Quick Fingers Orley hide something?
You paper business accusations.
I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true? Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Wright hit him. With my own eyes, I saw it. Oh boy, what's going on? What's this weird vibe I'm getting? That witness, for instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Touching her neck, was it? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on right now? Where? Whoa, what's going on? Oh shit! You can't see it in like the big one. Which is weird, like you can't see it in the big one, but you can see it in the small, like, touch screen. What's going on? The sensation. It's coming to focus. There, the twitch. It's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before. Perceive! Gotcha! Yeah, let's do this shit. Miss Orley, perhaps you're unaware of this yourself. Unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what? Well, indeed, Justice. I didn't notice anything of the sort. When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it. He sounds like a fucking madman. Like, it sounds so fucking crazy. Like, in a court, like, the memory and shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Apollo?
A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about? Yeah.
Like, he sounds crazy. It is highly unusual, but let's check the difference. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us? Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss Orley, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason by this habit of yours. Oh damn. I believe the weapon that left an erasable impression on your neck is the deadly bottle. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon? This is like, oh shit. But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain?
What's he talking about now?
It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit. Not you!
It's a cross-examination and a cross-wild conjecture. And the witness's habits are completely irrelevant.
Justice, I'll admit I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later, just me. Now's our only chance to break her. Miss Orley, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Yet, I am knowing nothing. We know you're not Russian. The witness will testify, please, now. Bah, fine. He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there. Oh, really now? Oh, really? Used by the defendant to you. Objection! Got her again. Sorry, we have a record here to clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. Huh? And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor to Borscht Ball Club. Oh shit. So explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Eek! Oh shit. The man who picked up a ball and swung it at them wasn't the defendant. What was it then? I'm back in this cutscene again. Showdown time. You dirty cheat! Check his pockets now. That must be Smith. It's gone. The card's gone. You lose. Yeah, that's Phoenix is the one who said that then, not the victim. Just then, Smith grabbed a bottle from next to right, and he hit me. Fucking shady Smith. He is shady. He is shady. Eek. When I came to, the victim was already dead. Is that it? That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I wasn't legal to it, I'd be a suspect for sure. Bro, where does this leave us? Madness. This is madness. I'm dreaming. Am I? It must have been me who was hit with a bottle, and I'm imagining all of this. The bishop prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about his turn of events? Mr. Gavin, sir? I believe that as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Orley really a big fat liar. What? 3 were in that room the night of the murder. Defendant, victim, and her. She has a motive. A motive? Her plot foiled. The witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. The result of that argument was murder. What? I didn't. I'm no killer. The trap. Someone's trying to frame me. Really now? Oh, Phoenix. Of course, it's not her. What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. So tangled we catch ourselves in the process. Mr. Wright? Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility? that there was another person in the room at the time of the murder. Right, like Mr. Wright was saying before recess. A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder, and the one who swapped the card didn't know two calls of cards were being used. A fourth person.
Objection! Ha! Here again, your fourth person doesn't exist.
Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal. The real criminal? And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less. I told you! Remember that one statement he made. Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about. Sorry. Remember what I said. The fourth person who swapped cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the color on the backs of the cards. Right, but how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there is one person here, in our court, who thought those cards were blue. Remember his testimony, alright? That's who it was.
It's not me, I swear.
Of course it's not Payne, come on. How can you picture that face killing someone? Like really, gas pen can kill someone, sure, but him? Come on! Where's this fourth person? Why do I always get put on the spot like this? Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? Guys, I think I'm gonna edit this and put a transition for you to remember that statement Christoph Gavin made. Transition right now. As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair. I was right. Christoph Gavin, you were the fourth person that night. But of course Mr. Gavin doesn't call off the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table. But look, you can't see the colors in this photo. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light. It is true the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that, a game, in the pure sense, a competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs written blue flame. No, its final outcome. Well, Christoph, Mr. Gavin. Mr. Gavin, here's something the matter? No, nothing. Excuse me, it was just so sudden. Right, you aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Christoph, you know even I'd never take a joke this far. Oh boy.
This is gonna be ridiculous beyond dumb. This is insanity. The friend accusing his own defense attorney of murder?
I assure you, I'm quite sane.
But what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met.
Well, what if they have?
Huh?
There's a possibility, after all. They may have met that night before the game started.
What are you suggesting?
Is this the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court. Of course, he's objecting. The defense would like to request no such thing. Mr. Gavin, testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happen before the game of poker be related? Oh boy, Gavin is sure acting weird. As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss Orley.
Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you.
He's like, oh shit. Mr. Justice, the matter of the Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you. Oh, okay. Go. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony? Hear testimony. And it's all along, and I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court. Too, Justice, you'd betray me, your teacher. I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth. Very well. The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please. I think I'm gonna leave this episode here now. So yeah, part 3, I guess. Bye, guys. Peace out. Yeah, I really don't like doing this. Beaten boards.